Stop drinking Bacardi White Rum. Yeah, I know it's cheap, but literally for a few dollars more, a few pounds more, you could get a much better quality, a much tastier white rum. Let's face it, if you are using Bacardi in your drinks, it's only a marginal step up from using vodka. But that obviously leads into the question of what white rum you should buy instead. Well, join me in today's video for a very special 12-way blind tasting. I'm really looking forward to this one. Hello, rum friend. Welcome back to the channel. But if you are new around these parts, hello and welcome. My name is Steve the Barman, and right here on my main rum channel, I mainly focus on fun rum experiments and rum cocktails, all focusing on rum under £50, $60 US. So if that sounds like fun, make sure you hit that subscribe button. But if you do want to check out my 5 other YouTube channels, they will all be linked in the description below. So how is this blind tasting of 12 white rums going to work? Well, as I said, this is a very special video. I've actually got a friend just sitting over there. I've let him loose behind the bar here for the last 20 minutes. And I told him or asked him that I just wanted 6 daiquiris, white rum. It's a white rum video, and he had to use my ratios of 5 to 1.5 to make them. His name's Jamie. He won't come on camera. He's saying he's not even going to say a word. He's sitting over there just smirking to himself because I let him loose. 20 minutes later, I came back in here and there's 12. There is 12 daiquiris ready to go. So I've no idea what I've used. I also know that if you can see the other side of the camera, you'll see rums just scattered around there, rums on the floor down here, rums on here. I've got no idea of what's coming. But all I'm going to do is I'm going to steadily work through them, taste them. I'm going to give you my opinion as we go along of whether you should buy it or not. Now, as always, before I start, I want to hear from you experienced daiquiri drinkers, especially what white rums should people be checking out for their daiquiris? Get involved in the comments below. So without further ado, let's dive into this. I've got no idea if the Bacardi's even going to feature in here. He's cracking up. Right, let's get the first one. So the first one, don't know what it is. Oh, that's delicious. Oh, that's lovely. Light. I would go column still on that. It's light. It's my archetypal daiquiri. Light, clean, crisp, bright. There's a lovely fruitiness to it as well. I wouldn't say it's got to be a 40%er. I don't think it's punching out any more than that. I'm giving that a big thumbs up. That is delicious. I really, really like that one. So how should we do this? Should we... I'm kind of thinking, right, I'm kind of want to do the reveal as we go along here. Yeah. So, okay then. What was this one? There we go. Ron Cubay. Wow. I've always said that this is one of my favourite ever daiquiris. That is stunning. As I say, I love that. Big thumbs up. Obviously Cuban rum, obviously you guys in the US are really going to struggle to get your hands on that. But first one out, great shout for the first one out. Absolutely love that, adore that. Right then, so moving swiftly on to the second one. If that's the way this is going to go, I'm looking forward to this. So let's dive in for this one. It's all right again. Nowhere near as good as that one. There's no fruitiness to it. I'd say it's a little bit heavier. It's definitely not light and clean. There's not much complexity going on with it either. Not that I really want that from a daiquiri, but I do want something with that Cubay. I get these like fruity notes with this just sort of touch of floralness going into it. This is like, I'll be honest, this is really giving me too much. This is just sort of purely a generic kind of rum, lime, sugar. It's all right. It's all right. It's yeah, it's all right. I mean, that I should have given these scores actually. I don't know how to do this, but perhaps that was, I don't know. Perhaps scores are not a good thing. Should you buy this or not? Compared to that, no. Would I enjoy drinking the rest of this? It's all right. It's a daiquiri. I love daiquiris, but this is, you know, this is not great. So what's, come on, Jay, what's this? That explains it. He's put this in early doors. Wow, the Bacardi. I didn't think you were going to use that. Okay. That just sums that up, doesn't it? It's all right. It is perfectly drinkable. It's all right, but it's just nowhere in the realms of what that Cubay is. All there's something on the nose. There's a little bit of funky stuff on the nose on that. Jamaican-esque. I'm gonna go with that. It's sort of like it's got this like funky banana-y kind of vibe going off. Not too heavy. What the hell Jamaican stuff have I got here? I don't think I had any Jamaican White Rums. It's not agricole. It's definitely sort of funk. It's really nice. It's light. It's clean. There is a little bit more body to it, and a little bit of I kind of want to say there's a little bit of. I'm not overly convinced this is column still versus pot still. I think this is. It's quite a light, but it's also got this element of something else in there as well. Really, really delicious though. And perhaps it's a little bit stronger in ABV. Definitely offering more than the Bacardi 40%. That is a firm thumbs up. Really, really like that. I think I prefer the Cubay more because of the fruitier notes, the tropical fruity notes that I get off that. But this is a solid, great daiquiri. Get any more clue? The nose definitely gives me Jamaican. What the hell have I got as Jamaican? Jamaican White Rum. It's definitely not Ray and Nephew or anything like that. What am I missing? Oh, I've got rum. No, it can't be. Well, unless it's hidden there. I've got rum bar silver down there. Come on then. What is it? Oh, okay. The Boutique Rum Company. Okay, there. That fits. So yeah, it's, you know, you have got that column in there. You have got that sort of, I think it's 3-year-old. I always get confused. 3-year-old Jamaican in there as well. I think that's the 4-year-old Jamaican. That's really delicious. Really, really like that. Right then, numero 40. Let's go. I'm enjoying this. This is really good. Oh, again, there's something different on. Oh, that's a lot heavier. Is that light, clean, crisp, bright? No. There's a lot more body to that. I would say a little bit stronger as well. Not fruity. Maybe notes of sort of vanilla. Oh, potentially thinking something. Oh, I don't know. They don't taste like that. I was potentially thinking something like the Plantation 3 stars. It's not El Dorado. Never would have got to the El Dorado 3-year-old. It's nothing like that. I like it. It's given me more than the Bacardi, but it's a little bit more hard work at the moment. At the moment, I would put this in a 3rd place. It's got a creaminess to it, a kind of a thicker creaminess to it, if that makes any sense to it at all. I wouldn't write it off. I wouldn't potentially, for me personally here, I wouldn't potentially buy this as a daiquiri rum. I think it may be along the lines of like a rum and coke or a mixer rum or something like that. But not what I want from a daiquiri personally. But it is delicious. So, coming in. Number 4. Huh? Oh. Planas. 47% ABV. Okay, I was surprised by that because I did kind of like that. There's just the nose puts me off a little bit to start off with. It's just not me. It's just not light, clean, crisp, bright. If that, yeah. I mean, I'd finish it. I've got another 8 to do. I would finish it, but definitely a 3rd placer for me at the moment. Right, and number 5. So, on the nose. Oh, a bit fruity. A little bit vanilla-y. Oh, that smells quite nice, actually. That actually might have my favourite nose so far. I really do like the rum Cubay, but this smells quite inviting, actually. Right, let's dive in. Right. Definitely not. Oh, that's really good, actually. That is really good. I wouldn't bracket this as my light, clean, crisp, bright. Therefore, I think there's probably more in it than a column still. There's a lovely sort of fruity. I'm actually getting a touch of pineapple off that. There's a lovely fruitiness to it, but there's this kind of vanilla-y, sort of creamy backbone coming to it. That's going to have a lot of fans as a daiquiri. That is undoubtedly, you know, do you know what? I think a lot of people are going to enjoy that, maybe more than the Cubay. That you've got to remember, the Cubay is more my style, that like light column, fruity, still kind of rum. I think because this has got a bit more body, I dare say maybe a little bit stronger again than your sort of 40, because it's got a little bit more body to it. That's delicious. Right, what's this one? Right, okay, hang on. Where have you put that? Right. Plantation, 3 stars. Do you know what? I'm actually quite impressed by that, because it's, for me, it's not kind of a typical daiquiri rum that I would go to. And I know when I've done this in tasting where I've kind of known what I'm tasting, if you know what I mean. So I knew the rums that were involved there. This hasn't fared that well. But on complete blind tasting, where I've got no flipping idea of what's coming out here, this is a true perception. Honestly, I really rate that. I really do like that boutique. I'm going to put this one in second place purely for you guys. I think I personally would probably go that boutique one, but I think a lot of you would potentially go that Plantation, 3 stars. That's definitely getting finished. That's delicious. Yes, I would hands down buy that rum for a daiquiris, hands down. Number 6. Whoa, bloody hell! This is crazy. What the hell is that? It's almost got like a funky agricole-y. There's a bizarre note on there, like a really inviting bizarre note. That's ain't no way in the world that's column still. Not a chance. That can't be. That is. I've got like pineapple-y coconut. There's a lot of sort of. There's a weird estery funk note to this. Right. Interesting. Now, is this what I personally want from a daiquiri? No. I potentially would even go to Diplo over this, to be fair. The Diplo's got a bit more fruitiness to it. What the hell is that? I think, right, for those of you that like aged rum daiquiris, so whether it's Appleton's Signature, Appleton 8-year-old, or Smith & Cross, or anything like that, if you like a bit of aging to your daiquiris, because that's got a bit more body and a bit more character to that, I think you're really, really going to like this. For me, it takes the daiquiri away from what I personally want, light, clean, crisp, bright. It's really, really, it's really good. What is it? Come on, Jay. What? Oh. Wow, I wasn't expecting you to put any of the, wow, okay. I totally wasn't expecting any of the British guys in here. Have I got the right one? Yeah, Clear Drop. Interesting. Okay, well, we're playing it like that, are we? Honestly, really, really good. Just personally, not what I want from a daiquiri. I think when you start adding little flavours to this, like I know this works so well for like a guava daiquiri and a pineapple daiquiri and that sort of thing. But when I want a classic white unaged rum daiquiri, this has probably got a bit too much on it for me. That's a good way of describing it. It's a one daiquiri, and then I think I want something else. Whereas the Cubay, there's probably a good way of putting it. The Cubay and the 3 stars, I'm quite happily having 2, 3, 4, 5 of those. This one is a little bit more hard work. Sorry, Lewis, Sean, and Vicky, guys. I really rate it. It's just not what I personally want in a daiquiri.